don't have to tell you, it's been a great friggin' year. 2 years, 3 years actually, for you and your career. So you're coming off of Anyone But You, going into, I just saw the trailer for Twisters. Come on, Glen Powell in a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's my natural state, is in a cowboy hat in the middle.
You are a Texas boy, aren't you? That's right.
Absolutely. Yeah, that movie's really coming together. Twisters really turned out so well, so I can't wait to show people that this summer.
I mean, it has to be a little bit of trepidation because it's like, the first movie is a cult classic, and people loved it so much and still kind of reference to it. So when you're approaching something like that, what is the approach?
Well, Cruise told me this when we were making Top Gun Maverick. He said, pressure's a privilege.
Okay.
And I feel like we had a team around us. Spielberg knows how to put together a team, and Lee Isaac Chung, who's an incredible filmmaker, Daisy Edgar-Jones is our quarterback, and really, I feel so lucky about being surrounded by the best of the best. So I really feel like we stuck the landing. I think it's pretty good.
I never like to say the next person, but I know that you've taken a lot of Tom's sensibilities of how he approaches career, movie making, business, all of that taken to heart. So, I guess what is number one, the biggest lesson? And number two, you're getting back together again for Top Gun 3.
I mean, look, the amount that I've learned from Tom on Top Gun Maverick, it's the greatest film school I've ever had.
Yeah.
I learned from Jerry Bruckheimer, Joe Kosinski, Chris McQuarrie, Tom Cruise. It's like that education is I've taken it onto every project since I shot that movie. So the fact that we're going to try to raise the bar again with this next one, I'm excited to see what Tom brings.
How does he get the news? Does he call you and say, Glenn, you back in? How does that come about that you say, okay, yeah, we're going to do this?
I'm not sure I can tell you exactly how I was dished out the news, but it's very funny. I'll dish it out to you.
Okay, give me a little bit.
I basically know as much about Top Gun 3 as you do. I'll tell you that.
You just know you're going to be on the set and you're going to do whatever the hell you need to do.
There's a plane somewhere and I'll be in it. That's it, yeah.
So your Anyone But You co-star, Sydney Sweeney, is going to do SNL this weekend.
Yes.
How funny is Sydney?
Sydney is amazing. That's what I'm most excited about is, look, people got to see this in Anyone But You, how funny she is, but SNL, that's a different sandbox, and she's really ready for it. She's gonna kill it. I'm gonna go up there. I'm going to New York this week. I'll go see her live.
Go dip in and see.
Oh, hell yeah.
I want a shot you in the audience, just cut to you, and so that would be hilarious.
I think I'll probably stick to the dressing room. I'll be in Lauren's little booth, but I'll be there to support her. She's gonna do so great.
You're still relatively new in your career, but you've had some time in. Is there a role that you see now that you're like, God, I really wish I would have gotten that. I'm so bummed about that.
I feel like I have the benefit of the marathon, not the sprint at this point, where I've gotten a chance to see that if you miss out on a role, there's another one around the corner that's actually right for you.
You have a $1.5 billion franchise in your pocket.
It's like this career at its best is there is no finish line, just playing the game and getting to continue to act and be around your peers, people that you really respect. That's it. There's if you have any regrets in this business, that if you're getting to do this job and you have any regrets, you're thinking of it all wrong.
I think I read real quick an article where you said you weren't in love with the Top Gun Maverick character because you thought he was a little bit, I don't know, I don't want to use the word douchey, but just a little bit I don't know.
I mean, I can play douchey. Let's be honest. I can really crank up the douche if I need to.
Well, then what was it? What's the word I'm looking for?
I went full throttle on the douche in Top Gun Maverick. I think the thing that I was hesitant about is I didn't know that in terms of the architecture of that movie, how I could make a character that would succeed in sort of that triangle.
Right, okay.
And talking to Tom about it, he was really the one who really started talking about what that character could be and why it would be impactful and why I was the only guy to play it. So I'm really happy.
Well, we are too, baby.
I'm really happy he convinced me to do it.